StarTech 47, reporting live from Las Vegas, even though it's recorded. This is Jody. Wait, Jody, right?
Yeah, I used to have one of those.
Whoops.
Hey!
This is Jody. That was a plate of tacos. I'm on a tripod. This is James, my friend that I told you about when we went to Area 51 and we got stuck out there. That was
closer to S4 actually.
Yeah, we were out by Area 51, close to S4, which if you don't know what that one is, that's the one where they purportedly kept all of the UFO models.
What Bob Lazar talks about.
Yeah, Bob Lazar's garage full of alien toys. Well, that's where we were going to go check out that night. We got lost. So if you saw that episode, or that series of episodes where I was videotaping about 2 years ago, out at S4, and I talked about how I showed you that trail. I was standing on kind of the entrance to that road that we walked on that whole night, and 21 miles further in than that.
And it was razorback ridges.
Yeah.
It wasn't a straight line. It was like this, and my feet were killing me up and down these ridges. It was horrible.
Yeah, we walked through that for 21 miles with a 2 liter of water.
And we got a
spray
link from
bottle.
a fish and game officer who told us that he himself and his wife, on a weekend when he was off doing, they pulled off at a lookout point, and then the same thing that happened to him, us, happened to him. His steam started billowing out from underneath his hood, and his car battery was zapped. Except he had a radio, so he was able to call in and get help. Right?
Yeah, he had virtually the same story.
He also told us that a lady had died out there that summer.
Yep.
Because her car battery had died.
Same thing.
Like ours did.
Yeah, she just didn't have the wherewithal to hike it out.
I mean, that's one of the ways they keep people away from S4. Anyway, it looks like you're ready to go, Craig.
We're ready to go? Are we on?
Yeah,
We're
we're
live?
ready to go.
Yeah.
And I'll introduce you. And then, I think we got another 20 minutes to go. So, just introduce yourself and talk a bit about yourself, Craig. And then, to round it out, we'll have some more comments from Rocky, the Kims, and Albie, and then we'll close it out. And I think that'll be a great wrap. Okay.
Sounds good.
Pause. Unmuting. We've just had a new addition to our panel discussion here. An old buddy of mine, Craig Bowers, who has appeared on my show, The Cosmic Switchboard Show, on a podcast talking about his MyLab military and experiences. I wish we could have recorded the discussion we had when he walked in through the door, because it was classic, because he was bringing up all these memories, when he and I used to go out and do field investigations throughout the desert Southwest. So without any further ado, Craig Bowers just blew in here, 12-hour drive from Denver, Colorado. Craig Bowers, welcome to the Cosmic Switchboard Show.
Hey, thanks for having me in. I'm glad I made it in finally. I know it was a long drive and you guys had to wait for me, but thanks for waiting. My show or my channel on YouTube is StarTech 47. You'll see a lot of the same stuff that James and I did back in the 90s and up through 2000. A lot of the stories that I've told about on that channel too as well. So it's great to be here with James and everybody and talking about this stuff all over again. It's like reliving the past, but it's also touching some new ground. This is Craig, StarTech 47, live at the Zak Bagins Haunted Museum in Las Vegas. I gotta tell you, this place is scary. It's scary at night, it's frightening. It's absolutely fantastic. If you ever go to Las Vegas, you probably want to check out Zak Bagins Haunted Museum. It's a lot more impressive than you can even imagine it would be. It's like walking through a haunted house for real. The detail, the amount of items in there to see is absolutely remarkable. And so many of them have just unbelievable energies coming off of them. I mean, you can definitely feel the supernatural and the paranormal elements in this museum, and especially most of the exhibits, like the Demon House. He has the stairs, the front door, and some dirt from there, and it's absolutely remarkable to be able to see that stuff in real life. I mean, there's no glass between it, it's just a wall you can't get past. So anyway, we're heading out to go get some tacos. For right now, this is me, StarTech 47, and James Barley from Australia. We're heading out. Over and out. Let them know food to eat. Check it out. This is crazy. We just found Ms. Lalaurie tarot palm reading. You know what that means, right? What's this like when we were in New Orleans 2 weeks ago at the Lalaurie Mansion? And now I'm all the way out in Las Vegas. What are the continuities? Okay, if there's one thing that's almost just like Bourbon Street, it's Fremont Street. And it's about 1,000, maybe 1,500 miles away from Bourbon Street, but here we are, Las Vegas, almost the exact same kind of environment. Can order a giant-sized drink, watch Go-Go Girls, and do all kinds of other stuff right here downtown. I almost said Bourbon Street. Downtown Fremont Street. In downtown Las Vegas. Me and James once again looking for trouble, and I think we're finding it. Let's go see this band over here. This is Star Trek 47. I'm out here in the middle of Nevada on an exit ramp, believe it or not. This is a strange place to be. I understand that. So you're probably wondering, Craig, why are you wandering around in some exit ramp off the highway? Well, there's a very good reason for this. You probably heard me talk many times about my friend Scott, who I met in Las Vegas, and he was a good friend of mine for a long time. Taught me a lot about magic, things like that, and spirituality. Was kind of a neat teacher, interesting guy overall. And one time I was helping him move. He was moving up to Elko. He had to leave Vegas for some reason. He just didn't want to live there anymore. So when he was moving, I was helping him take his stuff up in my pickup truck, my old green Ford. And I got off on this exit ramp right here. And I came down and I pulled off basically right here by this stop sign. And you'll see there's a little drive right there, a little driveway. Well, right in front of us, right on the other side of the stop sign, kind of across the little road here, because I remember when I pulled in, I came up here, I pulled right off that road right there, and I pulled up to this spot right about here and parked my car where this road area is. And I didn't go into there. You know, I parked the truck there now just to keep it out of the way. But I parked my green Ford Ranger right here, and just across this pavement, sitting on that side. Actually, it was kind of more over here. It was sort of right in there, off the on-ramp, but in that dirt section was a truck, a big semi-truck, and it was a big. You know, it was a big 18-wheeler, and it was sitting right there. Seriously, maybe, what was that, 30 feet away, 25, 30 feet from where I parked. Well, I parked my truck here. I got out and got a cold Pepsi out of the cooler in the back. And my friend Scott, he's looking off into the distance over here in the sky, and he's seeing some lights, some things flying around that looked a little strange. They looked like they were going kind of fast. Not typical of airplanes, and I looked over too, and I said, well, there's something weird kind of going on over there. So we got out of the truck, and we stood on the side, on the passenger side over here, and looked at it for a few minutes. And I remember it was about 2:05 or so in the morning when I stopped my truck here, and got out to get a Pepsi. I was like, dang, we were running behind. And we looked at the mountains over that way and the lights for a few minutes. And I looked at my watch again, and it was 5 till 3. I was like, dude, we've been standing out here for 45 or 50 minutes. I said, how the heck did that happen? And I couldn't believe it. And so I was like, dude, we got to get going. So I got back in the truck, and I realized my Pepsi was warm. It wasn't warm, but it wasn't cold anymore. It was like ice cold when I took it out of the cooler. And it was like not quite room temperature yet. It was still a little cool, but not cold. And I was like, dang it. You know, I realized I've been standing out there, and I don't know how I stood out there for 45 minutes. There's no way. And we both looked up, and the truck that was parked here, it had that kind of that diamond pattern, shiny sheet metal on the back. I remember it vividly. And it had the running lights on, but the truck wasn't running. It was dead silent out here. There was no traffic at night. It was just quiet as could be. And yeah, the truck was just gone. I looked up and I was like, dude, where'd that truck go? And Scott's looking at it over there at the dirt, and he says, I didn't even hear it leave. I said, I didn't either. And we're standing right out here. We're literally across a piece of pavement from it. And the truck was just gone. I mean, those things have to start up. They make a lot of noise. Then you'd like take off the ramp. You would notice that if you're not distracted by the lights in the sky. But like I said, it feels like we were only out there for maybe 5 minutes looking at this. And I was like, all right, that's enough. And I wanted to get going. And then I realized what time it was. I'm like, how the heck did we stand out here for this long? So I don't know. I don't have any idea what happened. Some missing time and a missing truck, which suspiciously is not the first missing vehicle Scott and I had encountered. First time we went up to the west side of the Pranagat Wildlife Refuge to look over into Area 51. It's a place that still nobody knows about that you can go observe. Nobody has any idea how to get to this little hideout. It's like I'm the only one now. Because Scott died. He died a couple of years after he moved. You know, I never saw him again. That's kind of strange. But yeah, I knew about this place just over the ridge there, where you could sit and look into Area 51 almost perfectly. And to this day, you know, nobody knows about that spot. It's mine. So yeah, you know, we saw a van go missing there one night. The first time we were up there, we saw a minivan up there, and it also disappeared while we were just sitting there, you know, watching lights and stuff flying around the sky, some strange stuff taking 90-degree turns and all that. It was pretty remarkable. But, you know, when we noticed the minivan was gone, and we virtually parked almost next to it, I don't know how we missed people getting in it, starting it up, and leaving, but well, strange things happen out here in the desert. This is Nevada. You know, take a look around. Over there in that direction is Area 51. There's the mountains. There's my cool truck. And off here, well, that's just a whole lot of nothing for a very long ways. Let's go check it out. Star Trek 47. Driving up some abandoned dirt road. I don't have any idea where this goes. Never been up it before. But I think there's something interesting out here. I don't know why. I just got this really weird vibe that there's something out in these hills. And I found this road that goes out to it. Seems like it's somewhat maintained for a dirt road, so I don't know, maybe it's interesting. Maybe there's something cool out here. But we got four-wheel drive. We're in a cool Chevy pickup truck, so let's see if we can make a new discovery. Look at that rock ledge right there, that ridge right there. It's like a dinosaur's spine. I mean, it's not, it's just rocks, but I mean, that's how it looks. There's a whole bunch of rocks over there with cactuses in them. Almost like little mini saguaros that aren't very tall. There's tons of cactus out here. Tons of rock, and the road gets a little rougher as we go, but look at this, look where we're at. We're out kind of in these weird hills. I don't know what we're gonna find. There's bound to be some kind of discoveries to be made. Well, Star Trek 47 again. Here's my cool car, my truck, Chevy Power pickup truck. Let me go over here. I left it running. Just I don't like to turn my vehicle off in the desert. Sometimes it's like, you know, it's asking for it not to start again or something. But yeah. Anyway, this road here, I've been following it. I went up there. It looks like it goes around another mountain, and then it kind of goes to this radio tower thing. It's all fenced in. It's nothing special, but it didn't really go anywhere totally interesting. But I can't say that entirely because when you look over here, I mean, look at this. I mean, there's a little valley right in there. Another one over here just kind of goes down. This, I don't know what this little turnout is I'm in here. It looks kind of dangerous. This road is rough. I mean, look at these rocks. But, you know, we have Chevy 4x4s, E71, so, you know, we're good. We can handle this. We can eat this meat. And over here, some things I thought was kind of interesting. You know, this up here in this country, this is kind of the dogman country. Now, if you're not familiar with dogman, you know, there have been dogman sightings, which is a little bit, something about along the lines of a werewolf, except without the you know, folklore about turning into the werewolf only on full moons. It's kind of like you sort of like that all the time. There may be some shape shifting involved, but over here, and don't worry, I'm not going to try and hike over to that because that's insane. There are some caves. Little caves going into the rocks over there. And there's probably God knows what living in these things. There's a really cool one right over there. Can you see that? Zoom in. Yeah. That's a cave right there. So anyway, yeah, it's a good road. Got a good truck for this kind of road. Having a lot of fun driving around and exploring. Went on some new roads. We're going to go check out another one. There's a little bit further up the road past Hidden Valley. There is a kind of a spooky story that I was heading up this way to investigate while I'm on my way back to Colorado from Las Vegas, which was way that way. So yeah, we're kind of up on a mountain here in Nevada, way out in the middle of nowhere. And it's pretty cool. I gotta say, you can hear the wind, you can hear some other sounds, and it's fresh. Can't even hear the highway, it's way down there. I guess I should get back to it, see if I can find it. Sometimes running around the desert, yeah, I've had some experiences. Don't usually like to get too far off the road, at least not by myself anymore. And usually not without at least some kind of plan where people know where I'm at and who I'm with, where we're going and what time we expect to be back, things like that. Not after the escapade in Area 51, kind of the S4 area where James and I were going to look for Area S4 from some old BLM map we had. That's in another episode I did. So yeah, I just wanted to share this. There's an airplane. He's not looking for me, but there's my cool truck once again. And I'm in a really cool valley. There's a standing stone over there too, which I thought was neat, kind of like a marker. Not sure what the deal is with that, but I think I'm gonna go paint some runes on it and then head back. But let's go check out this other story. I'm gonna see if I can find out some information on it, and we'll have a look. This is Star Trek 47. I'm out here somewhere in the middle of Utah. It's desolate. It's barren. I mean, as you can see, there's canyons over here. They go all the way. I mean, I don't even have any idea how far they go. This place is enormous. So this is where I'm at. There have been a lot of UFO sightings out in this area recently. We're going to spend the night and see if we can see anything happen. Now, strangely enough, this is kind of a hot spot for more than one reason. It's also a lot of Bigfoot sightings out here. So we're kind of doing double duty as we try to figure out what all is happening out in these canyons. You know, some people have seen Bigfoot, some people have seen other things, you know, they can't explain or even describe. You know, long, skinnier type of figures, things that are possibly alien, possibly some kind of a another unknown species. I don't know. I mean, if you look down there, this is where I'm standing. Oh, there's a little stone circle of some sort, or something. Yeah, this is me. I'm here checking out these canyons. I'm gonna go down here and investigate, see if there's any kind of evidence of anything interesting. I don't even know what else down here. Could be anything. Oh, you look over that way, you know, there's just nothing but mountains and valleys as far as the eye can see in every direction. It's absolutely amazing. It's an intriguing area. We're gonna check it out and see what we can find out tonight. Well, I'm out here in what they call Devil's Canyon. Or you could probably call it just about any canyon out here. I think we just throw it around arbitrarily. But yeah, I think we may have found an alien pistol. I think as they were running through here trying to escape from me because I'm totally awesome and scary, they probably dropped their pistol while they were in the run. So anyhow, I'm not going to touch it because it's probably radioactive, so I'm going to leave that alone. What else do we have out here? I don't know. I haven't been over this way yet. A lot of mud, a lot of snow. Not really particularly feeling like going down into Devil's Canyon. There might be a devil down in there. I don't know. But more than likely there's just like a cougar or something. But it's also cold down there. Lots of snow. And I didn't bring my snow boots, so didn't really anticipate finding Devil's Canyon. We walked over to the edge, that was about it. I was like, oh, this is nice. So I'm gonna go back and heat up some coffee and get ready for the night.